I'm Jen Schrader, and this is Behind the Springs, conversations with the people working for you in Colorado Springs, Olympic City, USA. The 2024 Summer Olympics and Paralympics are just about 1 month away. Athletes will compete on the world stage from July 26th through August 11th in Paris. So archery, basketball, beach volleyball, fencing, swimming, wrestling. That's just a few, 45 sports to watch. Many of Team USA's outstanding athletes train here in Colorado Springs at the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Training Center. So Mayor Yemi is my guest today. We're at this beautiful facility. We're really grateful to be able to record inside the visitor center, which anyone can come here and see. So the training center is where all the hard work happens. It's where the magic starts for the athletes. So let's dive in and talk about just how this facility is one of many things that makes us Olympic City, USA.
You had me at 45 sport. And
I
am
know.
still going, what? I didn't even know that.
I'm so excited.
I am excited. I can already feel the energy and the fever. And last week I was watching some of the trials.
Yes.
It's been exciting to see.
It's already starting.
It's already started. Yeah. I know we're 32 days away, but it really has already started. And what an honor and a treat to have one of the largest training center in the country and what we call our flagship training center here in Colorado Springs. And it's one of the several reasons we've embraced this identity as Olympic City, USA. I mean, to have the largest training center, to have the committee, the headquarters, to have the museum. I was just at the museum this morning for my press conference, to have the foundation. And the list goes on and on, 26 national governing bodies. We're really proud. We're proud every day and all year long to have this identity, but especially in an Olympic year, we are especially proud to have this shared identity.
And I mean, I can't really compare. I haven't lived another place. I guess I've lived a couple other places when I was younger during the Olympics, but I've been here for a long time. There's something magical, though, about being here around the time of the games. Like we're having a downtown Summerfest coming up, which is so exciting. So there's just something extra.
There is something
special.
extra, and you can see visitors here in our city visiting at the press conference at the Olympic and Paralympic Training Museum. This morning, I rode the elevator with a family from Seattle, the Seattle area, and you can just feel their excitement with the Olympics coming up and them being here to experience the magic of the Olympic. You can feel it. It's tangible, even as we're seeing visitors and guests. And by the way, if you're listening and watching, this place is open to you as well. So it's
come take a tour.
Yeah, come take a tour. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. And also, if you're here at all in the summer, you're bound to hit one or two great events, whether you're visiting or you're having a staycation or you just live here and weekend fun. We've already had, we just finished up Western Street Breakfast, Pikes Peak Hill Climb. We're sort of in the middle.
I was there yesterday.
How was it?
That was great. I got to wave the flag.
Oh, you did?
For one of the riders from Colorado Springs. Dominic is his name. And it was great. I think about 8,000 people at this second oldest racing event the only other event, racing event that is older than the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb is Indy 500. So
can you imagine racing up that highway?
No.
I mean, is that something that like you'd like to do? Okay, yeah, me neither.
Okay, so true story is ever since I became mayor, I've become a little bit more risk averse. Because especially my team at the mayor's office, I always say, Mayor, if something happens to you, if you go skydiving or something, what happens to our city? So even like racing up with the opportunity to ride with one of those drivers, which I had this year.
Oh, you said no, thank you.
Yeah, because I'm a little bit more worried now.
They are brave. They are very brave.
They are brave. And you get to the top in less than 10 minutes.
Oh, I can't even believe it. Yeah. It's amazing. So congrats to everybody who participated in that.
Everyone. Hill Climb, Juneteenth, Pride Fest, Western Street.
And that's all done. And now we've got a lot more to look forward to.
We've got a lot more to
we have a lot coming up. So speaking of events, I want people to know, just as important as these large events,
Right.
you have really been pushing this 1,000 neighborhood gatherings initiative.
Yes.
So that's, well, it can be a big event, but it can also just be a small little barbecue in your backyard.
Exactly.
Or whatever. And we want people to register those on our website. And why? Why is it important for you to register those 1,000 and to see that tangible number?
First of all, I just want to say how proud I am of our residents, because the residents are doing this almost every day. I'm seeing the social media shout out. I'm seeing the pictures. My neighbor yesterday hosted one. There were probably about 20 to 30 of us at my own local neighborhood gathering.
Oh, nice.
It went really well. Went super well. Actually, confession time.
Okay.
I was so tired and I had a lot to do. And I was seeing my limited time of the day yesterday. I'm trying to get ready for today. And part of me thought, do I really have to go to this?
I'll just skip it.
I'll just skip it.
Yeah.
And then I thought, you're the mayor. You're the one pushing.
You better get to your own neighborhood
Yes,
gathering.
you better get to your own neighborhood gathering. And, it's one of those things that you kind of, for me in that moment, and I love neighborhood gatherings, but I was so busy. I dreaded going. And then I went. My goodness. So happy that I went. I got to know some of these neighbors a lot better. Their stories, some of them, I didn't realize how many of them were connected to the military and served. And, and then what came out of it was this desire to help each other. My kids, we attend the same school, and they're going, Mayor, if you ever need help, we know you're busy. We can help with your kids. And that's what this is all about. This connectedness really leads to flourishing, human flourishing. And so, and then on the way out, I asked the host, I said, have you registered this at the city? She goes, no. I was like, there's so many people that are hosting
and not
that
registering.
are not registering,
Yes.
which is, if I could have it, if I could only have it one way, I'd rather have people do it. But it's important for us to count it so that we can celebrate it.
Right.
And
right.
if you register, we're also giving away free swag.
Right. It's a little bonus,
It is a little bonus.
incentive.
Yes.
Okay. And I just want to mention a few other things this summer. June 26th, this week is Bike to Work Day.
Yes.
July 4th is so fun. The Star Spangled Symphony, free concert, 4th of July fireworks. And then we have the rodeo, Pike Speaker Bus Rodeo coming up.
We have the Pike Speaker Bus Rodeo. We talked about the July 27th Paralympic downtown festival that's
Which
happening.
is so fun.
You want to be there? You want to be there. It's going to be so much fun. I went to the one from 3 years ago, and my family loved it. So you definitely want to be here. And all these events that are happening.
Yeah, family friendly. I mean, it's for every age you can think of. It's really fun.
Right.
Okay, so I know we could talk about Olympics and fun events all day.
Can we just do one more thing about Olympics?
Yes.
Okay, so as mayor, I have this desire and this dream to acknowledge all our local athletes
Oh, yes.
that are competing in games. And we have a few of them. And actually, I just expanded this idea with Vanessa to say maybe I can acknowledge all the Team USA athletes, whether or not they are living in the city of Colorado Springs, because we're Olympic City, USA. So I think I want to chase after that idea. But I do want to acknowledge some of the local athletes that are making it. And the three people, so we got Leonard Kora, who was originally born in Kenya, and he will be running the marathon. He's now a U.S. citizen, and he's actually a staff sergeant stationed in Fort Carson. He is with the Army World Class Athletes Program. So he's going to be representing Team USA. We got Jennifer Valente. She's a track cyclist. She won the gold and bronze at the 2020 Games and silver at the 2016 Games. She's a UCCS grad and trains at our velodrome in Colorado Springs at Memorial Park. Then we got Haley Washington, who made the indoor women's volleyball team. She's a Doherty High School grad. That's real close to my church. And she won the gold at the 2020 Olympics. I said three, but I cheated. There's one more.
Well, there's one more who hasn't qualified yet.
We're tracking her, but it's excited.
Right.
You want to do the honors of talking about?
Okay. So Kara Winger, who we're cheering for because, as you were talking to me about earlier today, Kara Winger throws the javelin and retired in 2022, and then decided that she wanted to train again because she just feels good and loves to train.
Right.
And she said, well, if it amounts to something, then great. And if it doesn't, then I just love to train.
Exactly.
Then it turns out she decided to compete again, and she had to go to the museum and ask them for her lucky javelin back.
That is on display
She took
at the
it
museum.
out of the museum, and then she is now going to the trials.
She's going
correct?
to the trials,
Okay.
I think, on Friday.
Okay, so that's right this week. We got to keep an eye.
What a story.
Fun.
What a story. She's competed in 4 Olympic events. This is the 5th one. And to literally go from retirement, go get your javelin that is at the museum and now use it to compete.
Well, she was saying that just visiting the museum is what kind of sparked her to go back to training. Like, she visited the museum, she saw her javelin, it inspires anyone. But I think it was the final push to get her to go back. So go, Kara.
Go, Kara.
Go,
and
Team
we're proud
USA.
of you, and keep going, everyone. And I hope we have more local athletes. And the call to action is join in the Olympic magic and the fun. My family and I, we're already excited. So
it's so fun to watch.
It's going to be a great summer.
So any other mayor's business that we need to cover?
Yes. So one, public safety, Jen, public safety is always at the top of my mind because it's one of the most important functions of your local government. Anytime we're talking about safety, whether it's on the local level, state level, even on national defense, this is the number one responsibility of your government. And so you're going to be hearing me talk about safety a lot because being a parent of 3 young kids, it's on the top of my mind too. But today, I just want to do a follow-up on the emergency medical services. That's been a big one on the news. And then June 11th, which was about 2 weeks ago, Council voted 5-4 against the proposal that would have allowed our nationally renowned fire department start a new emergency medical service enterprise, and for us to bring this function to the city, back to the city.
And right now it's under contract with AMR.
Right now it's under contract with a private ambulance. And it's important for me to say AMR is not the enemy. Private ambulances are not the enemy. What we're trying to accomplish here is to become one of the safest cities in America and to be able to have full control over the 911 process so we can improve our response time, lower costs to people who are using the service. And the third one is really important, that we can adapt and be innovative to some of the needs of today, including homelessness. And so, but that said, it's not over. And
what's
I'm
next?
proud to say that I've engaged many of the council members that have voted no. I know there's a narrative out there that is the mayor's office, is there tension between the mayor's office and city council. Sorry for all you who probably might
thrive on the drama. No drama. Nothing to see here.
About 3 of them had said that we wish we had more time, and so we have more time now. And so I'm engaging them in conversations and dialogue and different ideas.
Because do you have time? The contract is not over until next year, correct?
Exactly.
So there is some time.
So there's three solutions of the ways how we are pivoting forward. So number one, you just mentioned the contract was over April 2025, but we are looking to extend that contract.
So that's one option.
Number two is a request for proposal, a full-blown RFP that would allow both the private ambulances and the city compete for this proposal. And number three, I've already touched on, is working with fellow council members to explore alternative solutions.
Because they may have ideas as well. Right.
They may have, exactly. And they have some good ideas. So that work continues, and know that public safety, again, it's really important to me. It's important to your council members. And these two branches of government will work together on behalf of the 500,000, over 500,000 people that we are sworn to serve and protect.
Okay. My last question is around your strategic plan, which I know you're releasing at the end of this week. Yes. Woo, woo.
And we've been at this since July 2023, believe it or not.
I know. So for people that are listening, I think, maybe people in the city team listening might know what a strategic plan is, but for the typical resident, what does a strategic plan mean to them, and why is it important?
Well, they say if you aim for everything, you aim for nothing, which is one of my favorite quotes, and I share that with the team quite a bit. So we talk about bullseye, which is the word for the year for us in city government. And how do we know where to target? And the strategic plan does that because we know there are plenty of needs and we have limited resources. But also, it's important that that there's a guidebook, there's a Bible, there's a plan that actually helps shape how we public servants serve our residents. So we're not just aimlessly doing things. So that's what a plan does for us, what it gives us. So not only is this plan required by law, so the city charter requires the mayor to publish and to maintain a plan. And this plan will guide us between 2024 and 2028. And this plan will do three things. It will guide our mission to serve and enhance our residents' quality of life, number one. Number two, it will help us prepare for future and current challenges and opportunity. And number three, it will help us prioritize our spending because we know resources are limited. So we want to ensure that we're directing the limited funds towards the most critical projects. And the best part of this plan is I'm really, really proud of for the entire team, Courtney Brown, and talk about Team USA.
And a lot of community members.
City, Olympic City USA.
Yes.
But I'm really proud of the community members.
Yes.
That have contributed to this plan. This plan you help shape, and this plan is for you. And thank you for your engagement in this plan.
So more will be coming out about that.
More will be coming out on Friday. We'll be adopting it, and we're excited about that.
Okay, thanks, Mayor. I think that's it. And we're just grateful to be here at the training center. Go Team USA.
Go
right?
Team USA. I wish
excited.
I wish you could see what I'm looking at. This is such a
it's all around us. So
yes,
it's hard to
yes.
it's all around us. So if you can't see it all, so come for a tour. Don't forget to register your neighborhood gathering this summer. You can do so much at coloradosprings.gov. And please follow City of COS and Mayor of COS on social media this summer. There's just so many great things happening. And we love to share things from our partners that are putting on these events. So that's a great place to learn all about them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And thanks for listening, everybody.
Always a pleasure.